better way to mark your page in a book than with your very own homemade bookmark. And this is like a very thin piece of wood. There you go. Very simple, a really nice personalized bookmark. You can add, you can draw, paint, use anything you want. I really, really love my books, and I think you know by now that that's an understatement. If I want to read a book and I want to just pretty it up a little bit, I'm going to choose, you can find many, many different designs. We just go with this dark one. But this is what I'm going to do. I like it when it's hardbound, when it has like the sleeve like this, the loose cover, because then I can hide my plastic later on. And then open one side up, just mark it that way. Do this like this. So I've cut one side here, so I'm just cutting this side up through here. See? And then I'm going to mark where it folds there, right there. See that? That's actually the fold, but if you want to wrap with the cover and make it really smooth, you have to look here. And then, so where it folds is about here, so I'm just going to make tansya and cut up to there. There you go. So I have that very neatly covered now. So I'm going to use some tape on that. Not too much tape. And then do the same thing on this other side. I'm not going to do the back first because I want to get this straight and even. But see, there's something that I'm going to do here that's very different from what I did kanina with the other side of the book. After doing these, cutting those strips off like this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this side. See, that's there, and I'm going to open that. And this is the nice part. If you're using just the cover without the gift wrapping paper, you can just do this with a plastic cover already. I can cut this shorter, but you know, it doesn't matter because they don't naman overlap inside. I'm going to fold this inside right there. Makes it very neat on the side because usually when you cover with anything or with plastic, it will tear right about here if you just cut it that way. Because I used to wrap books like that, and no, I had to re-wrap a lot of them. So, it's therapeutic besides. Don't think it's funny. If you try it, I have a friend who never thought it would be, you know, relaxing and all that. She ended up wrapping all of her children's books and notebooks till 5 in the morning because she said it really was therapeutic. And see, so I've done that. Now this is a nicely covered book. See, very neat. When you open it, you see, it's just exactly like that. It doesn't tear or anything or go the wrong way. Now I'm going to cover with plastic. It's the same thing except that you handle it with, you know, you do it with plastic. There's the book. You can hardly see the plastic folds, but hey, it's prettily wrapped and it's well protected. Now, these are sharp ends sometimes, sharp points. What I do is just trim that. So that's very neatly done, and there you have a very nicely covered book. For some people, covering books may be annoying or considered a chore and something that's very time-consuming, but that's probably because they don't enjoy doing it like I do. But did you know that there are many other creative ways of covering these precious books? Even your glossy coffee table books take on a different look and a different personality when you cover it with something special. If you've been watching or reading about me, you must know how much I love books. And among the books that I have, I think the most number of books I have at home have to do with cooking and entertaining. And so I'm going to cook a pasta dish for you guys, because we Filipinos, we also love seafood, right? I was reading the cookbook of Ina Garten, the Barefoot Contessa, and I saw this this recipe, this pasta recipe that she did with scampi, and I was just inspired to do something else with that, to tweak it a bit. In fact, that recipe is here in the second issue of Sharon At Home that came out in April, and I don't know, I didn't know what to name it, so I called it Squimp for squid and shrimp, or in Tagalog, Hipsit for hipon and pusit. So let me show you how to do that. It's really simple. And I have all the ingredients here. Put in some olive oil. Olive oil is really healthy, so you don't really need to use extra virgin when you're cooking a pasta dish. You can just use simple plain olive oil or vegetable oil, any healthy oil. And then I'm going to saute garlic. I love garlic. So really, if you think all you want is 1 clove of garlic, then you use that much. But I like to put all this because garlic does something to a dish. I don't like naman to brown the garlic, okay? The minced garlic. You just want that flavor there. You don't want to make it like our usual ginisa na binabrown yan, okay? Then I'm gonna add some chopped onion. You can use, I like to use white, but today I'm gonna use red. There. We'll also add a pretty color to the dish. There you go. Okay, just until it's transparent. And then, you can use mushrooms if you want, if you prefer. I do, so I'm gonna add some sliced mushrooms here. Just really a bit. See, it'll take you really just, you know, we're doing this in real time, so it's gonna take you just really a few minutes to do this. Now, this is important to remember. When you're cooking squid, this is cleaned squid cut crosswise, okay? And I have peeled shrimp here. When you're cooking squid, you can make it very tough by overcooking it. So you don't cook it that long. When you go past that, maybe a couple of minutes, that's all it'll take. And what I like to do with my shrimp naman is also just the minute it turns orange, then I can move it aside. There you go, see? It's changing color from gray to orange. Some people say, when you boil pasta, according to package directions, or if you're using fresh pasta, that will cook much faster. They say, some people like to put like a tablespoon or so of oil and salt, right, in the water where you boil your pasta. But some people say they don't like to put the oil because then the sauce that you're going to mix the pasta in won't make kapit. So it's really your preference. You can add some more olive oil if you like. And then, if you want it a little, with a little kick, then you can add red pepper flakes, aside from our, of course, our salt and pepper. There you go. I've lowered the heat already. See that? And then I have, you probably know this by now, I really like to use basil. So I have chopped up some leaves to include there and left some buo. Of course, they've been washed and cleaned. Again, you can get Celebrations by Sharon herb sets, so you can have them handy in your kitchen, and then later on transfer them to your garden. You can get those at Gourmet in Tagaytay, or Refreshments by Gourmet in ABS-CBN. There you go. And now I'm going to add my red pepper flakes. And then just add my fresh basil leaves to garnish. See, don't forget, I'm sure you know this, but just to remind you also, when you're cooking, even if it's everyday cooking, it's nice to just pretty up your dish a little. Kasi diba, good food has to be good to smell, good to taste naturally, and good to look at. So, this is so galing. I love this. I hope you enjoy this. Really simple to make. Oh, don't forget, like I did almost, the salt and pepper. You know what, salt and pepper, I always say, better to go under than over, because you can always add that while you're eating. There you go. Of course, I should have put that in earlier, but there you go. Fresh Hipsit or Squimp Pasta. Knowledge from your couch if you read as much and as often as possible.